An enchanting duet. A pleasure. Next time I shall lead. Step, turn, kick, beware, dance with me. Face me, darling. Catch the breeze. I shall be gentle. Perhaps I shall compose a poem on the match. Just as well. I was preparing tea. I'll meet in salon when you are through. The flicker of wings. Do you hear the chimes? It rises along my spine. Mind your steps. You must listen. Swiftly. With me. Press them. A pleasure to the eye. An elegant maneuver, and accomplished with such finesse. Hold. A moment. Soon. Stillness. Listen. Chimes. Reflect. Brute. Tranquil mind. You beast. Racist tears. Not like this. Watch me. Watch me. Hold my hand. I fear there shall be no roses thrown this day. This is hardly the worst disgrace I have endured. We shall rehearse and make another attempt. Breathe. Flutter. Sing. The currents shift and sway. Blossoms lilt on spring's breath. I send you the fragrance of pale blooms. The scampering of petals on the breeze. Beauty lasts but a moment, darlings. Strike! Burst! Release! Ha! 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 I'm told I make excellent tea. Perhaps you would join me. There is one dance. Come to my salon. I believe we'd share intriguing discussion. How can you claim perfect beauty, yet understand it so poorly? I take it no one in your lands is willing to call you rude. Gracious, how in the world did you dig that up? Bottling your anger will only make you ill. This was his decision. Let it pass. Let yourself hate him. Darling, I didn't bring him up. I sat with men like you 1,000 times when I was younger. Don't pull your shots, Mr. Canova. I am no delicate flower. No matter, darling. I've done worse for money. Don't inquire. I'm certain that I look better in a cape. I was an artist when you were but a twinkle in your father's trousers. Just once. Could we dispense with these tiresome displays of bravado? I've noticed you enjoy the attentions of powerful women. Do you fear laying hands upon me, Lord Talund? Perhaps because you fluster so prettily. You will never catch his eye with such footwork. My dear, I know pains you've not yet glimpsed. You speak of beauty, but you know it not. I am curious. Is it difficult to walk on those legs? You should not scowl so, darling. Life is to be enjoyed. The point is to create beauty. I believe there is too little in your life. Would you be available for tea after this? You look weary, Mara. How have you been sleeping? Always, but never quickly. Allow your friends to carry you. Tell me, Mr. Canova, do you ever let someone else polish your gun? Mr. Canova, I should like you to escort me to the next Anzirani ball. Darling, one mustn't believe everything a lady says in the bedchamber. You shall certainly leave an impression on them. I wish you luck in the search. Oh, I shall certainly try, darling. Is that Neonda's History of Tarask? I found it terribly biased. If I invited you to my next performance, would you attend? Your arm, please, Lord Talund. I require an escort. Take my hand, Michele. Dance with me. Your steps are stiff. Let the music bend you. Your hair is lovely. Why do you bind it so tight? Who shall be my partner? I require an escort. Take my hand, darling. I dedicate this to you, my darlings. Every subtle motion contains meaning. I learned this when I studied in the North. My consolation? My ex-husband knows exactly what he's missing. You believe that's painful? Try sitting on a bell for an evening. Whoever might suggest I disrobe shall be beaten with reeds. I offer tea, but no sympathy. I enjoyed our dance, darling. Our brief dance concludes. I so desire to touch her ears. So brilliant, so foolish. I've sullied that lovely gown. He was a truer man than mine. As if she hasn't been through enough. Don't blame yourself, darling. Like so many boys of my youth, troublesome young man. Did I wear him out already? You remind me of ill times, charlatan. Your lies become you. He does fill the room. I believe I've mussed him. I wish I had a moment to braid his hair. So many things he's yet to learn. Ah, now I see her true face. Lovely, even in death. Sweet girl, learn to trust your heart. Be still. Shh. Rest, artless creatures, clumsy beasts, as sparrows dance. Hearken to the bells. Pardon the lack of poetry. Back to sleep, little one. How amusing. Everything seems a bit smaller. Must be the heels. Trust me, darling, experience bests enthusiasm. I suppose I must raise my hourly rates. Swiftly. Remember grace, lovely blooms, the fluting of birds, one step at a time. Song makes the journey swift. I charge extra for multiple partners. Gently now, don't all rush me at once. Patience. I will seat you all in time. Ah, you all tired too swiftly. I must disagree. It would be folly. It cannot be so. Place your feet. Make that your stage. Steady, my darlings. Someone is listening. We'd best behave. We have a voyeur. As around a festival pole, strike it down, my darlings. Each proud tower falls in time. Focus there. Clear the floor, crack its shell. Let this be our final movement. Nearly time to rest, my darlings. We must redouble our efforts. These shoes are ill-suited for the wood. Be as the wind in its branches. Take its beauty for our own. I should like an end of them. Let us remove them. Escort them out, please. I desire privacy. Let us elude our audience. If you would, darling. A flicker. There and gone. Where has the wind gone? There is a stillness here. I shall be there presently. That has drawn my attention. I shall handle this. Back! Away! Fly! Place your eyes. Listen carefully. Watch behind us. Rush! Vapors! Gale! My wind rises. Let it lift your hair. The breath of the desert. The breath of the sea. I feel a shift in the air. The willow bends, but does not break. Once more, with feeling. Perhaps a silk gown is not ideal armor. With each blink, something is missed. Pardon, my laces are coming undone. A brief intermezzo. I misstepped. I humbly apologize. That was quite inelegant. Fret not, darling. Such things happen to every shaper. You possess the grace and elegance of a haughty. Sit down, child. You mustn't humiliate yourself. How sweet of you. My gratitude is boundless. You shall know my gratitude. Take them! Devour! Leave nothing! One must best a dragon with a dragon. I can inspire the sky to devour men. Can you see the flickers in the dark? Like the sky in a fine performance. I shall stand and wait and hope for inspiration. Elegantly handled. Shall we retire to my salon to discuss the match? Squall, tempest, gale, away, scatter, enough! Temple bells are ringing. The storm arrives. Summer's breath hushes the sands. I am well acquainted with the tempests. When the end comes, it's in one great rush. The worst moments in my life arrived in the teeth of a gale. Illuminate the dancers. Offer a spotlight. Listen, everyone whispers. Let us do that. Agreed. Surely.